Yesterday I started reading 10th canto, so only I will tell summary what was yesterday and you can speak.
I will try.
Huh?
I will try. Sri Radha.
The 10th canto. Someone took it from here.
Oh, really?
Yes. Only summary I will tell. Parikit Maharaj, he requested Shukadev Goswami, you know everything. You already described about solar dynasty and moon dynasty. So now I would like to hear about the pastimes of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. By His grace, everything is possible. In short, I'm telling. Then Shukadev Goswami said, yes, this is very good question. I will tell you everything. Then he told that once Mother Earth was feeling so much burdened by the sinful activities of demoniac kings, and she was crying. She took the form of a cow and approached Brahma. Then Brahma asked, what is the matter? Then she said, I cannot bear this burden. Then Brahma said, okay. Then with all demigods, they went to the Kir Sagar, ocean of milk, And Brahma was praying to Supreme Lord, and in Samadhi, transcendental state, he heard voice that yes, I will appear. Vishnu told, I will appear, and you all demigods also you should appear in the family of Yadus. Then it was mentioned that son of Ugrasen, Kamsa, he was driving Devaki and Vasudev Maharaj. They were just married. Devaki is the daughter of Devaka. So yesterday we heard from Maharaj, their cousin, sister and brother. So he was very happy driving her out of affection. But on the way, there was some Akashvani voice from sky telling, oh, you rascal Kamsa, you don't know, but the 8th child of this Devaki, he will kill you. Then after hearing this, Kamsa became very angry, and immediately he took Devaki's hair with left hand and he wanted to kill her. Then Vasudev Maharaj wanted to rescue her, and he said, oh Kamsa, you are a very respectable person, you are a great hero, king. Why you want to do something sinful like this? You should know that death is inevitable for anyone, either today or tomorrow or after 100 years. Everyone will die, so you should not worry about that, but you should worry that what will happen in your next life. If you will do such sinful activities, then you will have to suffer next life. So he tried to persuade him not to commit sinful activity. He told, anyway we will die, everyone. One who is born will die, but you should think about this point, that what reaction you will get. But Kamsa did not hear. He was so cruel that he did not accept such good advice. Then Vasudev tried another plan. He told him, okay, this voice told that you will be killed by her child, not by her. So I promise you, I will give you, when children will come, I will give them to you, but you don't kill Devaki. Then, because Vasudeva Maharaj was very good character, known for that good character, then Kamsa believed, okay. Then he ceased to try to kill Devaki. Then, first child was born from Devaki and Vasudeva kept his promise, and he brought child to Kamsa, and Kamsa said, you are a very good person, you are keeping your promise, but I am not worried about your first child. I am worried about the 8th one, so you can take this child back. So like this, 6 children were born, and he offered each one of them, but Kamsa said, no, you can take. Then Narad Goswami came to Kamsa, and Narad Goswami, sometimes he's going to demigods, and they are asking, what is the news from demons' side? Then he's telling, and then he's going to demons, and they are asking what demigods they are doing. Like this, he's going everywhere. Everyone is receiving him to know about the another. So Narad Goswami came to Kamsa, and they were speaking what is going on. Then Narad told him, actually, the demigods already they are taking birth, and Vishnu will kill you. Already you were killed by Vishnu in past life, you were Kalnemi Maharaj. And also another point is there, this voice told that 8th child of Devaki will kill you, but it was not mentioned, it is counted from beginning or from the end. So you don't know if, like, for example, Devaki will have 10 children, then counting from back, 8th one is the second one. So it is not sure. Then Kamsa thought, oh yes, really anyone can be, and they are all taking birth now. So then Kamsa killed all his, means Devaki's sons. He killed very cruelly, but they were there, it is mentioned, they were actually his own sons in previous life. Kalnemi Maharaj, before already they are sons of Marichi. They committed offense to Brahma, then they were cursed, they became sons of Kalnemi, and Kalnemi was working under Hiranyakashipu, and he did something for them without the permission of Hiranyakashipu. Then Hiranyakashipu cursed them, cursed him, Kalnemi Maharaj, that you will kill your own sons. Then, in this life, he became Kamsa, and these sons were actually his sons in past life. So he killed his own sons. Then the seventh child, Supreme Lord ordered Jogamaya that you transfer this child from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini, another wife of Vasudev Maharaj in Gokul Mahavan. That was Anantadev, means Baladev Prabhu. There it is written, Ram. He was attracted from the womb of Devaki, Akarshan, that is why his name is Shankarshan, and Ram because he will give pleasure to all, and Balabhadra because he is so powerful. So he was transferred, and here everyone thought that Devaki got miscarriage. So Baladev Prabhu is the foundation on which the Dham and everything is resting. So for Krishna's appearance, he is making platform. Then Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, he appeared first in the heart of Vasudev Maharaj. Vasudev means that Vishuddha Sattva, pure transcendental consciousness, and he then gave Krishna, means through initiation, he gave to Devaki. So Supreme Lord was then in the womb of Devaki, and both Vasudev Maharaj and Devaki Devi, they were both very shining because of presence of Supreme Lord in their heart. That time Brahma and other demigods, Shiva, they all came and they started prayers, that is Garba Stuti. So yesterday we came up to 28th verse. This Garba Stuti. Brahma told this body, very nice description. So up to verse 28 we came, no, up to verse 27. So if you want, you can continue, or I will read.
Yes.
So Brahma told the body may figuratively be called the original tree. From this tree, which fully depends on the ground of material nature, come two kinds of fruit: the enjoyment of happiness and the suffering of distress for everyone who has this body. The cause of the tree forming its three roots is association with the three modes of material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. The fruits of bodily happiness have four tastes: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, which are experienced through five senses for acquiring knowledge, that is Jnanendriya, in the midst of six circumstances: lamentation, illusion, old age, death, hunger, and thirst. The seven layers of bark covering The three are skin, blood, muscle, fat, bone, marrow, and semen. And the 8 branches of the tree are the 5 gross and 3 subtle elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. The tree of the body has 9 hollows: the eyes, the ears, the nostrils, the mouth, the rectum, and the genitals, and 10 leaves, the 10 airs passing through the body. In this tree of the body, there are 2 birds. One is the individual soul, Jivatma, and the other is the super soul, Paramatma. The efficient cause of this material world, manifested with its many varieties as the original tree, is you, O Lord. He is the efficient cause. You are also the maintainer of this material world, and after annihilation, you are the one in whom everything is concerned. Jatava imani bhutani jayante jeno jatan jante samsamti tat vijigya sasata neva brahma. All Upanishad knowledge, you will find everything in Bhagavatam very clearly. Those who are covered by your external energy cannot see you behind this manifestation, but theirs is not the vision of learned devotees. Means learned devotees, they can see Supreme Lord is behind Janma Yasya Jata, behind creation, maintenance, and destruction of this material universe. O Lord, you are always in full knowledge, and to bring all good fortune to all living entities, you appear in different avatars, all of them transcendental to the material creation. When you appear in these avatars, you are pleasing to the pious and religious devotees, but for non-devotees, you are the annihilator. O lotus-eyed Lord, by concentrating one's meditation on your lotus feet, which are the reservoir of all existence, and by accepting those lotus feet as the boat by which to cross the ocean of nescience, one follows in the footsteps of Mahajanas, means great saints, sages and devotees. By this simple process, one can cross the ocean of nescience as easily as one steps over the hoof print of a calf. O Lord, who resemble the shining sun, you are always ready to fulfill the desire of your devotee, and therefore you are known as a desire tree, Panchakalpataru. When Acharyas completely take shelter under your lotus feet, in order to cross the fierce ocean of nescience, they leave behind on earth the method by which they cross, and because you are very merciful to your other devotees, you accept this method to help them. This is very important point. Like when Nrsimha Bhagavan appeared, there it is mentioned, Satyam Vidatu Nijapritya Bhasitam. In order to prove true the word of his devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, who said Supreme Lord is everywhere and he is also in this pillar, in order to fulfill that, Nrsimha Bhagavan appeared. So what pure devotee will say? That Supreme Lord will fulfill. Our Gurudev explained, like in India before, that there is money, so unless it is signed by government, it will not have any value. It may be same paper, everything looks same, but if there is no that signature, it will have no value. Like that, you have to accept such guru, bona fide guru, Sadguru is one at whose back Krishna is there. What this devotee will say, what method he will give, by the will of Krishna, by that method you can attain Krishna. Like when Dhruva was in forest, sincerely calling Supreme Lord, then Supreme Lord sent Narad Goswami there to give him the process by which he will attain Supreme Lord. So if one will follow the method given by bona fide Acharya, here it is mentioned, then out of love for that Acharya, Krishna will accept that path, and by that path you can attain eternal service of Krishna. So here, Brahma is telling that those acharyas, they will give the method, and you will accept that method. Krishna is behind that. You accept this method to help them. Or, our Gurudev also explained, there is some verse in Bhagavatam where Krishna says, someone is worshipping me and he is desiring some things, then easily I will give those things, mukti, everything, but I will not easily give bhakti. But in Chaitanya Charitamrita you will find Krishna is saying, someone is worshipping me, wanting something from me, he is foolish. Ama baje Bishoy mage, that murk. But ami bigyo kene Bishoy divo. Bishoy bulaibo. He's saying, Krishna is saying, he's foolish, he's worshipping me, but he wants some sense enjoyment. But I am not foolish. I will give him the nectar of my lotus feet, and by that he will forget his sense enjoyment, he will not desire. And example is Dhruva Maharaj. He wanted bigger kingdom, but he got nectar of the lotus feet of Supreme Lord, so he forgot that he did not want. So our Gurudev asked this question, why it is so? That verse is telling someone will worship Krishna wanting something, then Krishna will give that, but not give devotion. But here we see Dhruva wanting something, but Krishna gave him nectar and he forgot all that. Why it is so? Because Dhruva took shelter of Narad Goswami, pure devotee. So, for the sake of Narad Goswami, Supreme Lord cannot deceive one who took his shelter. Krishna has such love for his pure devotees, so those who will take shelter of them, Krishna cannot deceive them. That is why he gave him such process by which he could get that nectar, and he totally forgot. So this point is very important here. We have to accept the method given by acharyas. Then this is very famous verse. Yen ye ravindaksha vimukta malina stvai asta bhavata vishuddha buddhaya aruhya krichena param padantata patantyado nadrita jushma tangrahaya. Then tatha nate madhava tavaka kvachi brashyanti margatai banda sohrida tvaya vigupta vicharanti nirbhaya vinaya kanikapa murda supravo. This verse is quoted many times. You will find in Chaitanya Charitamrita. We call it Goswami. It's very important. O lotus-eyed Lord, although non-devotees who accept severe austerities and penances to achieve the highest position may think themselves liberated, their intelligence is impure. They fall down from their position of imagined superiority because they have no regard for your lotus feet. Means jnanis, by their own austerity, they want to, by practicing jnana and vairagya, they will come to a certain point where they will think they are vimuktaman, they are fully liberated from matter, but because they are not accepting the lotus feet of Supreme Lord, their intelligence is still impure. It's not pure knowledge, because Jiva belongs to Krishna, is eternal servant of Krishna, but they are not. They think I am Brahma, Brahmasmi, I am supreme, I am spirit, I am not this matter. So, and one thing is, our Gurudev explained, they are committing offense because they think I got this by my own tapasya, by my own effort I got, not accepting that Krishna is giving the fruit of all actions. They are not accepting this, so they commit offense, and they will fall down from that position of imagined liberation, even worse state than they were before. They will get, just to get lesson, to know that they are not supreme. So, but opposite is, O Madhava, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord of the Goddess of Fortune, this means Madhava. If devotees completely in love with you sometimes fall from the path of devotion, they do not fall like non-devotees, for you still protect them. Thus they fearlessly traverse the heads of their opponents and continue to progress in devotional service. Here Srila Sai Maharaj told, even if they will fall, they will not fall like non-devotees, they will be protected by Krishna. But in another way, means those who have accepted the shelter of Krishna, they can never fall down. And they can very easily, without any fear, they can step on the heads of those who are putting obstacles in this world without any fear, by the grace of Madhava. You want to explain something?
No,
in between,
no,
any time you want to say?
No, it is very nice.
You
listen.
Now this is coming. O Lord, during the time of maintenance, you manifest several. Here Sai Maharaj is using incarnation words. Yesterday already I told, he is not thinking any wrong when using this word. But according to dictionary, our Gurudev saw that incarnation word means like entering to meet, like God entering into meat, or Jiva is reincarnating, again entering into body. So our Gurudev told you have to understand here, though this word may be used by acharyas, but you have to understand that here the meaning is avatar, means Supreme Lord will appear in his own transcendental form. He will descend, he will not enter into meat. Incarna, but is avatar. So our Gurudev preferred to use the word avatar or descend to so that we may not think that Supreme Lord has to take some material body when appear, like Maya is thinking. When you appear in this way, yes, O Lord, during the time of maintenance, you manifest several incarnations or avatars, all with transcendental bodies, beyond the material modes of nature. When you appear in this way, you bestow all good fortune upon the living entities by teaching them to perform Vedic activities such as ritualistic ceremonies, mystic yoga, austerities, penances, and ultimately samadhi, ecstatic absorption in thoughts of you. Thus you are worshipped by the Vedic principles. O Lord, cause of all causes, if your transcendental body were not beyond the modes of material nature, one could not understand the difference between matter and transcendence. Only by your presence can one understand the transcendental nature of your Lordship, who are the controller of material nature. Your transcendental nature is very difficult to understand unless one is influenced by the presence of your transcendental form. You remember in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling, When one is enlightened by the knowledge by which ignorance is destroyed, then his knowledge will reveal everything as sunlight everything during daytime. During night time, we are unable to see in darkness what is what. But when Supreme Lord will appear, it will be like appearance of sun, who will be his self-effulgent, he will reveal his own form. Like in night time, you cannot see the sun with any other light. Only when sun will appear self-effulgent by his own will, he will show himself, and simultaneously he will show everything else in proper perspective. So here Brahma is telling, when you appear, then in your presence, then we can understand what is transcendental, what is material. Without this it is impossible. When you are in darkness, you cannot understand you are in darkness. When light comes, then you can understand it before you are in darkness. O Lord, your transcendental name and form are not ascertained by those who merely speculate on the path of imagination. Your name, form, and attributes can be ascertained only through devotional service. Here Sai Maharaj is quoting Kata Shri Krishna Nama and also that verse is there. Nayam Atma Parachana Labhyo. You cannot get only whom Supreme Lord will choose to reveal himself to him, he can know. And there in Vedanta Sutra you will find, then the question is, so he will just reveal to someone like randomly? No. He will reveal his transcendental form to one who will surrender to him. So here by devotional service, only it is possible. Even while engaged in various activities, devotees whose minds are completely absorbed at your lotus feet and who constantly hear, chant, contemplate, and cause others to remember your transcendental names and forms are always on the transcendental platform, and thus they can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So devotees in this world, they are engaged in many services or occupational use, many services. So we see they are in this world, but they are always on transcendental platform, being always engaged in the service of Krishna, always seeing Krishna everywhere and serving him. And they can understand Supreme Personality of Godhead, only such devotees. O Lord, we are fortunate because the heavy burden of the demons upon this earth is immediately removed by your appearance. Indeed, we are certainly fortunate, for we shall be able to see upon this earth and in the heavenly planets the marks of lotus, conch shell, club, and disc that adorn your lotus feet. O Supreme Lord, you are not an ordinary living entity appearing in this material world as a result of fruitive activities, like ordinary jivas. They have to take birth according to birth. This is different. Therefore, your appearance or birth in this world has no other cause than your pleasure potency for his pastimes. Similarly, the living entities who are part of you have no cause for miseries like birth, death, and old age, except when these living entities are conducted by your external energy. The jivas, they are also Satchidananda, but small on Satchidananda, he is supreme. So when jivas are averse to Krishna, they are enveloped by Maya, then it is like a dream. They are feeling this birth, death, old age, but actually nothing is happening to jiva. Like in night time when I'm dreaming, I can see someone is cutting my hand and I'm suffering and I'm shouting, help me, like this, in dream I'm seeing, but in reality nothing is happening to me. When I wake up, then you can see, oh, my hand is there, everything is fine. Like that, there is no actual suffering for the jiva at any time. That is only when absorbed in matter, then like a dream, because of that absorption is suffering. But there is no cut to jiva or no birth, no death, no suffering for jiva at any time. Only when averse, then we'll feel. But when you surrender to Krishna, then Krishna removes that maya, then you will be like awakened from dream, then you will see that was all false. This crying for when you lose something, happy when you gain some, all this is all false. There is no more suffering then. O Supreme Controller, your Lordship previously accepted avatars as a fish, a horse, a tortoise, Nrishingadev, a boar, a swan, Lord Ramachandra Parashuram, and among the demigods, Vamandev, to protect the entire world by your mercy. Today we sang that Baba Rishesh, Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentioned all these names of Supreme Lord, Jashodha and all others, in different avatars. Now, please protect us again by your mercy by diminishing the disturbances in this world. O Krishna, best of the Yadus, we respectfully offer our obeisances unto you. O Mother Devaki, by your good fortune and ours, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself, with all His plenary portions such as Baladev, is now within your wand. Therefore, you need not fear Kamsa, who has decided to be killed by the Lord. Your eternal son, Krishna, will be the protector of the entire Yadu dynasty. After thus offering prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, the transcendence, all the demigods with Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva before them, return to their homes in the heavenly planets. So here chapter 2 ends. Then I read further up to the point or not, or you will explain it?
No.
Up to that.
It's very nice to listen to how you are reading and explaining.
No, only up to that point, because Maharaj will tell in the night time, I can tell up to the point of appearance.
Yes.
Thereafter, at the auspicious time for the appearance of the Lord, the entire universe was charged with all the qualities of goodness, beauty, and peace. Yesterday Maharaj was mentioning, because when Supreme Lord appears, then everything is auspicious. The constellation Rohini appeared, as did stars like Ashwin. The sun, the moon, and the other stars and planets were very peaceful. All directions appeared extremely pleasing, and the beautiful stars twinkled in the cloudless sky. Decorated with towns, villages, mines, and pasturing grounds, the earth seemed all auspicious. The rivers flowed with clear water, and the lakes and vast reservoirs full of lilies and lotuses were extraordinarily beautiful. In the trees and green plants full of flowers and leaves, pleasing to the eyes, birds like cuckoos and swarms of bees began chanting with sweet voices for the sake of the demigods. A pure breeze began to blow, pleasing the sense of touch and bearing the aroma of flowers, and when the brahmanas engaging in ritualistic ceremonies ignited their fires according to Vedic principles, the fires burned steadily, undisturbed by the priests. Brahmanas, every day they have to do that yagna. It is their duty, but now that fire was very steadily burning. This is an auspicious sign. Thus, when the birthless Lord Vishnu, Aja, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was about to appear, the saints and Brahmanas, who had always been disturbed by demons like Kamsa and his men, felt peace within the core of their hearts, and kettle drums simultaneously vibrated from the upper planetary system. The Kinnaras and Gandharvas began to sing auspicious songs. The Siddhas and Charanas offered auspicious prayers, and the Vidyadharis, along with the Apsaras, began to dance in jubilation. Then this verse I will not tell now.
No,
I
read.
tell now. The appearance. The demigods and great saintly persons showered flowers in a joyous mood, and clouds gathered in the sky, and very mildly thundered, making sounds like those of the ocean's waves. Then the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of the night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon, because Devaki was of the same category as Shri Krishna. Bol Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Devaki is transcendental. That means same category. There, Krishna can appear. There is no any other desire in that heart other than service of Krishna. So, Krishna appeared. Vasudeva then saw the newborn child, who had very wonderful lotus-like eyes, and who bore in his four hands the four weapons, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, and Padma. On his chest was the mark of Srivatsa, and on his neck the brilliant Kaustuba gem. Dressed in yellow, his body blackish like a dense cloud, his scattered hair fully grown, and his helmet and earrings sparkling uncommonly with the valuable gem Vaidurya. The child, decorated with a brilliant belt, armlets, bangles, and other ornaments, appeared very wonderful. Four hands. Here in Mathura, in prison house, first he appeared in four hands with all opulence. Even his appearance is uncommon. When Vasudeva saw his extraordinary son, his eyes were struck with wonder. In transcendental jubilation, he mentally collected 10,000 cows and distributed them among the Brahmanas as a transcendental festival. Because he was in prison house, how he can give charity? So he did mentally. Our Gurudev also told sometimes if in Western countries during winter not possible to get flowers for puja, he said you can offer mentally. Anything you can offer mentally to Supreme. Milk can offer mentally also. That Pratishtapur Brahmin, he offered kheer mentally. Then he tried it is how hot it is before offering. Then his finger was burned, but there was no actual kheer in meditation. But to show that it is real, his finger was burned. Then Narayan in Vaikuntha, he smiled. Lakshmi asked, why you are smiling? He said, because there in that universe, Krishna knows for everyone what he's doing personally. He said, because that Brahmin, he offered me kheer today with on golden plate and everything. he never saw gold in his life. He was so poor. But in mind, he offered on golden that pot, very good gear, best rice, best sugar, best ghee, everything. Then he tried. If it is too hot, then his finger was burned. That is why I'm laughing. Then immediately Narayan ordered Garuda, you bring him to Vaikuntha. So by mental offering, Goswamis also, they were doing Manasi Seva, everything. So here also Vasudeva, because of circumstance, he mentally offered in charity as a transcendental festival. O Maharaj Parikshit, descendant of King Bharata, Vasudeva could understand that this child was the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan. Having concluded this without a doubt, he became fearless. Bowing down with folded hands and concentrating his attention, he began to offer prayers to the child, who illuminated his birthplace by his natural influence. Vasudeva said, "My Lord, you are the Supreme Person beyond material existence, and you are the Super Soul. Your form can be perceived by transcendental knowledge, by which you can be understood as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I now understand your position perfectly. By the grace of Supreme Lord, we can know. Like sun is self-effulgent, he is revealing himself to surrender. So, my Lord, you are the same person who in the beginning created this material world by his personal external energy. After the creation of this world of three gunas, you appear to have entered it, although in fact you have not. Like he's of three gunas, but he's not. He's only appearing in this world, transcendental form. The Mahat Tattva, the total material energy, is undivided, but because of the material modes of nature, it appears to separate into earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Because of the living energy, Jiva Bhuta, these separated energies combine to make the cosmic manifestation visible, but in fact, before the creation of the cosmos, the total energy is already present. You will find in Gita, all Bhagavan, Maya and Jiva, all are Onadi, all are eternal. Only Maya sometimes manifests when creation is then unmanifest, but it, as energy is always existing. Therefore, the total material energy never actually enters the creation. Like before it was not then. Okay. Similarly, although you are perceived by our senses, because of your presence, you cannot be perceived by the senses, nor experienced by the mind or words. Ava manasa gochara. Means no one can recognize that he is supreme. Kamsa, he also saw Krishna, but could not understand he is supreme. No? He was fighting. There in Vedanta Sutra, Baladev Vidabhushan told, demons, they are fighting with Krishna out of enmity, but when Krishna kills them with chakra or some weapon, then he destroys their gross and subtle body and their aversion to him, and then they feel in their heart the mercy of Krishna, and their vision of Krishna changes, and they get love of him, and because of that love, they are liberated. Baladev Vidabhushan explained in this way. So Hiranyakashipu saw Nrisinghadev but could not recognize his Supreme. Prahlad also saw, but he could understand his Supreme, because whether one is averse to Krishna or not. So here he is telling, you cannot be perceived, means recognized by the senses who you are. When Krishna is unmanifest, no one can see. But even when he is manifest, everyone can see, but not all can recognize. Like deity. Deity we may see as a stone, but actually is Krishna himself, looking like stone. But only devotees they can perceive this. With our senses we can perceive some things, but not everything. For example, we can use our eyes to see, but not to taste. Consequently, you are beyond perception by the senses. Although in touch with the modes of material nature, you are unaffected by them. You are the prime factor in everything, the all-pervading, undivided Super-Soul. For you, therefore, there is no external or internal. You never entered the work of Devaki, rather you existed there already. You manifest. Everywhere, so, and everything is Him, so how there can be anything external, something internal, or undivided? One who considers his visible body, which is a product of the three modes of nature, to be independent of the soul, is unaware of the basis of existence, and therefore he is a rascal. Those who are learned have rejected his conclusion because one can understand through full discussion that with no basis in soul, the visible body and senses would be unsubstantial. Nonetheless, although his conclusion has been rejected, a foolish person considers it a reality. O my Lord, learned Vedic scholars conclude that the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of the entire cosmic manifestation are performed by you, who are free from endeavor, unaffected by the modes of material nature, and changeless in your spiritual situation. There are no contradictions in you, who are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Parabrahma. Because the three modes of material nature, Sattva, Raja, and Tama, are under your control, everything takes place automatically. So everything he realized, and now he just described, like Dhruva when got darshan of Supreme Lord, everything was revealed in his heart. So though 5-year-old boy, but he's telling such tattva, Muni, Rishis, they cannot understand. Because they realize knowledge. So he's also, we will hear, Devaki also, she knows everything. My Lord, your form is transcendental to the three material modes, yet for the maintenance of the three worlds, you assume the white color of Vishnu in blues. For creation, which is surrounded by the qualities of passion, you appear reddish. And at the end, when there is a need for annihilation, which is surrounded by ignorance, you appear blackish. O my Lord, proprietor of all creation, you have now appeared in my house, desiring to protect this world. I am sure that you will kill all the armies that are moving all over the world under the leadership of politicians who are dressed as Kshatriya rulers, but who are factually demons. They must be killed by you for the protection of the innocent public. O my Lord, Lord of the demigods, after hearing the prophecy that you would take birth in our home and kill them, this uncivilized Kamsa killed so many of your elder brothers. As soon as he hears from his loyal tenants that you have appeared, he will immediately come with weapons to kill you. Here also, after these 6 sons, we heard they were sons of Kalnemi in their life, but before they were sons of Marichi. So when, after Krishna killed all demons and everything, then Devaki prayed, as you brought the sons of your Guru, Sandipani Muni, kindly please bring these 6 sons which were killed to me, because I could not breastfeed them. I want to. Then Krishna brought them, Then when they took that breast milk of Devaki, which was Krishna's prasad, no? Then they were rescued from that curse, and they were running. Devaki is saying, wait, come here, my sons, come. Where are you going, my sons? They said, no, we are not your sons. We are sons of Marichi. So our Gurudev explained many times, whenever some problem with children or something, this whole history, how this is all non-eternal, and how in some life we may hate, we may kill, some life we may love. You think these are my sons, it is all non-eternal. I was thinking, the time came.
No, please.
So only this chapter will finish, and the rest we will explain in the evening. Shukadev Goswami continued. Thereafter, because for Janmashtami, first 3 chapters of 10th canto Bhagavatam is the topic. So yesterday we started, today we finish, but Maharajas in the evening, they will explain some points. Shukadev Goswami continued. Thereafter, having seen that her child had all the symptoms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Devaki, who was very much afraid of Kamsa and unusually astonished, began to offer prayers to the Lord. Shri Devaki said, "My dear Lord, there are different Vedas, some of which describe you as unperceivable through words and the mind. Yet, you are the origin of the entire cosmic manifestation. You are Brahman, the greatest of everything, full of effulgence like the sun. You have no material cause, you are free from change and deviation, and you have no material desires. Thus, the Vedas say that you are the substance. Therefore, my Lord, you are directly the origin of all Vedic statements, and by understanding you, one gradually understands everything. You are different from the light of Brahman and Paramatma, yet you are not different from them. It is all Advaita Jnana. We heard that word, Jnana, Advaita Jnana, Paramatma. It is same undivided truth, but perceived in different depths by different practitioners. Jnanis will see only light, yogis will see Paramatma, but devotees will see Bhagavan and all included in Bhagavan. So they are all not different. Everything emanates from you. There in Jiva Dharma, Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained that Bhagavan is Anga and Brahma and Paramatma, they are Angi. They are dependent on
Opposite.
Yes. Angi is Bhagavan, Angas are yes. Indeed, you are the cause of all causes, Lord Vishnu, the light of all transcendental knowledge. Means Anga means limb, and Angi means one who possesses, so their limbs are dependent on. So Brahma and Paramatma, they are dependent. After millions of years, at the time of cosmic annihilation, when everything manifested and unmanifested is annihilated by the force of time, the 5 gross elements enter into the subtle conception, and the manifested categories enter into the unmanifested substance. At that time, you alone remain, and you are known as Ananta Sheshnak. Everything will merge into him. But they are all existing. Jiva is existing, Maya, all, but they are in unmanifest, inactive. O inaugurator of the material energy, this wonderful creation works under the control of powerful time, which is divided into seconds, minutes, hours, and years. This element of time, which extends for many millions of years, is but another form of Lord Vishnu. For your pastimes, you act as the controller of time, but you are the reservoir of all good fortune. Let me offer my full surrender unto your Lordship. No one in this material world has become free from the four principles: birth, death, old age, and disease, even by fleeing to various planets. But now that you have appeared, my Lord, death is fleeing in fear of you, and the living entities, having obtained shelter at your lotus feet, by your mercy, are sleeping in full mental peace. It's no fear. Like when you wake up from dream, then everything then vanishes. Like that, when someone realizes his eternal self, then there is a relief, so much relief, because beyond this time, there is no pressure there. Like within time, so much pressure. Then they are sleeping. Mental peace. My Lord, Baja Hore Mana Shirandanan Avacharan. He was on the deathbed with Govinda Kaviraj, and he was singing this song. If one will worship Supreme Lord, then he will become fearless, realizing his real self. My Lord, because you dispel all the fear of your devotees, I request you to save us and give us protection from the terrible fear of Kamsa. Your form as Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is appreciated by yogis in meditation. Please make this form invisible to those who see with material eyes. O Madhusudan, because of your appearance, I am becoming more and more anxious in fear of Kamsa. Therefore, please arrange for that sinful Kamsa to be unable to understand that you have taken birth from my womb. O my Lord, you are the all-pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead, and your transcendental four-armed form, holding conch shell, disc, club, and lotus, is unnatural for this world. Please withdraw this form. At the time of devastation, the entire cosmos, containing all created moving and non-moving entities, enters your transcendental body and is held there without difficulty. They are not fully destroyed. There in Vedanta Sutra also this is there, because the doubt is no, before creation only Supreme Lord is existing, nothing is no. They are all in Him. And karma also and jivas are in Him, but they are in this condition. But now this transcendental form has taken birth from my womb. People will not be able to believe this, and I shall become an object of ridicule. Everything is within Supreme Lord, and now He is appearing from the womb of Devaki. How this is possible? Everything is possible by Supreme Lord. Like Jashoda, she looked into the mouth of Krishna, and there she saw everything, all material universe and innumerable, and she also saw herself there looking in the mouth of Krishna. How this is possible? Brahma was astonished. In his praise he told, how this is possible? Everything is within him. Also everything is without and same. So how this is only by your Achintya Shakti is possible. Then the Supreme Personality of Godhead replied, my dear mother, best of the chaste, in your previous birth, in the Swayambhuva millennium, you were known as Prishni, and Vasudev, who was the most pious Prajapati, was named Sutapa. When both of you were ordered by Lord Brahma to create progeny, you first underwent severe austerities by controlling your senses. My dear father and mother, you endured rain, wind, strong sun, scorching heat, and severe cold, suffering all sorts of inconvenience according to different seasons. By practicing pranayama to control the air within the body through yoga, and by eating only air and dry leaves fallen from the trees, you cleanse from your minds all dirty things. In this way, desiring a benediction from me, you worship me with peaceful minds. Thus you spend 12,000 celestial years performing difficult activities of tapasya in consciousness of me. O sinless Mother Devaki, after the expiry of 12,000 celestial years, in which you constantly contemplated me within the core of your heart with great faith, devotion and austerity, I was very much satisfied with you. Since I am the best of all bestowers of benediction, I appear in this same forum as Krishna to ask you to take from me the benediction you desire. You then expressed your desire to have a son exactly like me. Being husband and wife, but always sonless, you were attracted by sexual desires, for by the influence of Deva Maya, transcendental love, you wanted to have me as your son. So there was no any selfish desire there. They wanted service of Supreme Lord as their son. Therefore, you never desired to be liberated from this material world. They only want service of Supreme Lord. Yes, Sai Maharaj was quoted here. After you received that benediction and I disappeared, you engaged yourself in sex to have a son like me, and I fulfilled your desire. Since I found no one else as highly elevated as you in simplicity and other qualities of good character, I appeared in this world as Prishnigarbha, or one who is celebrated as having taken birth from Prishni. That was in Treta Yuga. Now in Dwapar Yuga, there Devaki and Vasudeva, and he is coming. In the next millennium, I again appeared from the two of you who appeared as my mother, Aditi, and my father Kashyap. I was known as Upendra, and because of being a dwarf, I was also known as Bhaman. O supremely chaste mother, I, the same personality, have now appeared of you both as your son for the third time. Take my words as the truth. I have shown you this form of Vishnu just to remind you of my previous births. Otherwise, if I appeared like an ordinary human child, you would not believe that the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu has indeed appeared. Both of you, husband and wife, constantly think of me as your son, but always know that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By thus thinking of me constantly with love and affection, you will achieve the highest perfection, returning home back to Godhead. Shukadeva Goswami said, after thus instructing his father and mother, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna remained silent. In their presence, by his internal energy, he then transformed himself into a small human child. Thereafter, exactly when Vasudeva, being inspired by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was about to take the newborn child from the delivery room, Yogamaya, the Lord's spiritual energy, took birth as the daughter of the wife of Maharaj Nanda, means Jashoda. By the influence of Yogamaya, all the doorkeepers fell fast asleep, their senses unable to work, and the other inhabitants of the house also fell deeply asleep. When the sun rises, the darkness automatically disappears. Similarly, when Vasudeva appeared, the closed doors which were strongly pinned with iron and locked with iron chains, opened automatically. Since the clouds in the sky were mildly thundering and showering, Anantanag, an expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, followed Vasudeva, beginning from the door, with hoods expanded to protect Vasudeva and the transcendental child, like umbrella he was holding above Vasudeva and child. Because of constant rain sent by the demigod Indra, the river Jamuna was filled with deep water, foaming about with fiercely whirling waves. But as the great Indian Ocean had formerly given way to Lord Ramachandra by allowing him to construct a bridge, the river Jamuna gave way to Vasudeva and allowed him to cross. When Vasudeva reached the house of Nanda Maharaj, he saw that all the cowherd men were fast asleep.
Pronounce always Vasudeva, Vasudeva.
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 Yeah, Vasudeva, yes. When Vasudeva reached, means short A. One is Vasudeva, means Krishna. Borano Vasudeva, Vasudeva is short. When Vasudeva reached the house of Nanda Maharaj, he saw that all the cowherd men were fast asleep. Thus he placed his own son on the bed of Jashoda, picked up her daughter, an expansion of Jogamaya, and then returned to his residence, the present house of Kamsa. Vasudeva placed the female child on the bed of Devaki, bound his legs with the iron shackles, and thus remained there as before. Exhausted by the labor of childbirth, Jashoda was overwhelmed with sleep and unable to understand what kind of child had been born to her. So this is the third chapter ends here. So the Goswamis, Maharajas, maybe they will explain in the evening. The Goswamis, they explain that Jashoda gave birth to twins actually. It is not mentioned in Bhagavatam directly. One son, that is Nandananda Krishna, or Jashodananda Krishna, and his daughter. Then when Vasudeva Maharaj brought that Vasudeva Krishna, then Vasudeva Krishna merged into this one, and he took Jogamaya there, then further that Lila is happening. So that is why in Mathura, parents are Vasudeva and Devaki, and there Krishna is making the pastime of appearance, like a four-handed, unnaturally, astonishingly, wonderfully he appeared, and then also he transformed into child. But in Brajadham, there is Lila of Janma, of Krishna, like ordinary. That is why that is Janma Lila. We are saying Abirbhav for Vasudeva Krishna, but Janma Lila for Nandana Krishna or Jashodananda Krishna. And Jashoda never she's thinking he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even if he shows some uncommon opulences or like this thing, Jashoda can never. Otherwise, that prem cannot be there. There will be this Aishwarya Gyan and God Gyan, and that prem cannot be. So by Jogamayas will, Krishna forgets that he is God, and Jashoda also, so that Rajalila can go on. So Maharaj will explain in the evening. Bol Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai, Jai Mathura Dham ki jai, Dham Vasi Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Vasudev Maharaj ki jai, Jai Shri Devaki Devi ki jai, Jai Shri Vasudev Bhagavan Swami Bhakti Puja Mahamahotsav ki jai, Jai Shri Gokul Mahavan Dham ki jai, Dham Vasi Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Jai Shri Jashoda Devi ki jai, Jai Shri Nanda Maharaj ki jai, Jai Nanda Nandan Shri Krishna Janma Lila Mahamahotsav ki jai, Mahotsav Kari Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Gaur Pramanande Hari. I was thinking you will speak.
Ki jai. Krishna 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 Rakhyama
Krishna 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 Rakshama
Krishna 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 Pahima
Krishna 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 Pahima
Krishna 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 He
Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna He
Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Rakhyama
Krishna 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 Krishna
Rama Raghava Rakhyama Krishna Kesava Krishna Kesava Krishna Kesava Mahima
Krishna Kesava Krishna Kesava Krishna
Bhaja Gauranga Smara Gauranga Laha Gaurangiro Namare Laha Gaurangiro Namare Jai Jana Gauranga Bhaja Jaya Amar Prabhare Jana Gauranga Bhaja Nusingha Parata Nusingha Jata Jata Jami Tato Nusingha Ahi Nusingha Sudai Nusingha Nusingha Madhi Saran Prapade Jai Jai Lakshmi Pati Nusingha Murari Mangala Nilaya Sarva Mangala Hari Mangala Bhavana Amangala Hari Jai Jai Lakshmi Pati Nusingha Murari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गंधर्व राधा मदन मोहन गोविंद गोपीनाथ की जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदेव लक्ष्मण सिंह भगवान की सचिनंदन गौर हरि प्रेम दाता नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय पंच तत्व की जय तुलसी महारानी की जय गिरिराज महाराज की जय जय नंद महाराज यशोदा मैया की जय वसुदेव देवकी की जय ब्रजधाम की जय 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 ब्रजवासी की जय ब्रजवासी प्रेम की जय 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 गुरु महाराज की जय अपने अपने गुरु महाराज की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय स्वगोष्ठी सपरिकर प्रभुपाद की रूपानुग गुरुवर्ग की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नित्यलीला पुष्ट परम पूज्य पाद भक्ति साधक मुनि महाराज की जय ऑल त्रिदंडी पादगण की जय ऑल डिवोटीज की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे राधे राधे
जय पूज्य